Top 10 Most Amazing Glaciers in the World. A large, durable ice mass is referred to as a glacier. They frequently require decades, if not centuries, to manufacture. Since glaciers only form on land, icebergs, which are enormous chunks of ice that float on the water, should not be confused with them. Glaciers and icebergs hold the majority of the freshwater on Earth. Here is a list of the most beautiful and well-known glaciers in the world. Number 10 Jostedalsbreen Glacier, Norway. The largest glacier to be found in Europe. It is situated to the west of Norway. It measures 60 kilometers in length, 600 meters in thickness, and 487 kilometers in surface area. Number 9 Yulong Glacier, China. Located on Yulong Mountain, also known as Jade Dragon Snow Mountain, in southwest China. The mountain's peak rises 5,596 meters above sea level. Number 8 Canada Glacier, Antarctica. In Antarctica, which is a popular tourist destination with a growing number of visitors, there are several glaciers. The Canada Glacier is one of the many glaciers. It is a little glacier in Victoria Land that enters the northern border of Taylor Valley from the southeast. Due to the glacier receiving barely 10 centimeters of snow annually, it is regarded as a desert ecosystem. Its seasonal melting feeds Lake Frixell to the west and Lake Hoare to the east. Number 7 Biafo Glacier, Pakistan. The 63 kilometers long Biafo Glacier and 49 kilometers long Hispar, Nagar Glacier combined to form the world's longest glacial system outside of the polar regions at a height of 5,128 meters. Number 6 Fox Glacier and Franz Josef Glacier, New Zealand. On the west coast of New Zealand's South Island, there are two glaciers, the 12-kilometer long Franz Josef Glacier and the Fox Glacier. Because they descend to a temperate rainforest that is lush and green and less than 300 meters above sea level from the Southern Alps, these glaciers are unique. A glacier walk and glacier visits are two of the most well-known activities on New Zealand's South Island. Number 5 Vatnajökull Glacier, Iceland. The Vatnajökull, literally, Glacier of Rivers, also known as the Vatna Glacier, is the biggest and most voluminous glacier in Iceland and one of the largest in area in Europe. It covers a greater than 8% portion of Iceland. Incredible Jökull Sour Lone, or Glacial River Lagoon, is a big glacial lake connected to the ocean and the home of a sizable quantity of icebergs that have broken off the Vatna Glacier. It's an incredible sight. Number 4 Pasterze Glacier, Austria. With a length of roughly 8.4 kilometers, the Pasterze is the longest glacier in Austria and the Eastern Alps. It is immediately below the Grossglockner, Austria's tallest peak. The glacier is currently shrinking by roughly 10 meters each year. It is approximately 120 meters thick. Number 3 Furtwängler Glacier, Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. The Furtwängler Glacier is located near to Mount Kilimanjaro's summit in Tanzania. One tiny piece of the enormous ice cap that formerly covered Mount Kilimanjaro's summit is the Furtwängler Glacier. Its ice cap has significantly shrunk over the previous century. Between 1912 and 2000, 82% of the glacial ice on the mountain has disappeared. The glacial ice on the mountain's summit is expected to continue to recede, despite the fact that seasonal snows will continue to cover the higher areas of the peak for several months of the year. It's likely that all of the glaciers on the mountain's summit will be gone by 2020. Number 2 Marjorie Glacier, Glacier Bay, Alaska. The 21-mile-long Marjorie Glacier can be found in Alaska's Glacier Bay National Park and Preserve. Like the Perito Moreno, it is a well-liked vacation spot. Number 1 Perito Moreno Glacier, Argentina. At a distance of 48 kilometers from El Calafate. The bulk of tourists travel to El Calafate specifically to see the Perito Moreno Glacier, which is a well-liked tourist site. From 3 distinct vantage points on land or from a small boat on Lake Argentino, visitors can view the glacier. Visitors may be fortunate enough to witness enormous icebergs calving from the glacier and splashing into Lake Argentino. The more courageous can hike on the glacier or ride in a helicopter. The Perito Moreno is 30 kilometers long.